Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Continuing the unlocking things quests here around Ishgard. Next up, Levmet. We got some Lev quests that we don't really do too often, but we could if we wanted to. It's something. Beg your pardon. Well, you are Master Sin, I presume. Yep, that's me. Just the man I was hoping to see. So happens I have a proposition for you. You see, in accordance with the Lord Commander's orders, we've established a new system similar to the one administered by the Adventurers Guilds of Eorthia. We are to document the petitions of the people and distribute them to motivated individuals like yourself. Were you to assist us with these levs, sir, we would be most grateful, and we would compensate you accordingly. Temple levs now available. You may now undertake temple levs by speaking with Eloin. In addition to normal lev quests, which require 1 lev allowance to accept, there are also large-scale lev quests, which require 10. These quests will require more effort, but yield richer rewards. Interesting. Temple levs. In Ishgard, lev quests are not issued by the Adventurers Guild, but by the Temple Knights. The system, however, remains much the same. The one difference being that in addition to normal lev quests, which require 1 lev allowance to accept, there are also large-scale lev quests, which require 10. So this will require more effort, but yield richer rewards. How much more effort are we talking here? Treasure coffers, discovered on the battlefield during Battlecraft lev quests, will sometimes contain amber-encased Vialkin. I've seen that before. These rare items can be exchanged with amber traders for items unobtainable anywhere else. Fascinating. Battlefield during Battlecraft lev quests. Okay. I suppose we can look at one of these at least. Lord Commander seeks those willing and able to pledge their blades in service of Halone. They need not be of Ishgard, only of sound body and mind. Okay. The Battlecraft levs, Fieldcraft levs, Tradecraft levs, large-scale Battlecraft levs, large-scale Fieldcraft levs, large-scale Tradecraft levs. Information on levs. Lev allowance was lev linking. What is lev linking? All party members all possess the same Battlecraft lev. Now the opportunity to perform what is called a lev link. This will assure that due credit is given for the completion of the task, prevents the need for the repeating the same lev quest twice. Okay. So it sounded like the more complicated ones are going to require like actual dungeons and such, which would make sense. Battlecraft levs tend for disciplines of war magic, often involve the slaying or pacification of a target. Obtain a corresponding lev plate. This quest can be initiated from your journal. And then Tradecraft and Fieldcraft is making things and gathering things. Wanted targets, treasure coffers. Could very well be too low level to access the things required for the large scale levs here. Hold off on that for a bit. Let's do a regular one. Regular old Battlecraft lev. Requires level 54, so we don't even have the level for that yet on this job here. We get a Venture, Gil, and Experience. This one we give level 54 gloves. This one we give level 54 boots. Oh, here's level 52 and 50. Okay. Technically we could. Want to get something? 125. Oh, Ninja Viper something. Armor. A tasty snack. Or a venture. Do we need more pieces of armor and stuff? 125 is not bad. I don't have any of those classes though, so maybe not. What we got for level 50? Piece of food. 115 Bard equivalent gloves here. What do we have in the Bard gloves department these days? that one. Bards, green bands, level 90. This would be an upgrade. Level 50. 115. 67. It's got less defense. It's got more dexterity, vitality. Crit hit is 4 less. Direct hit is 10 more. Reasonable. You can see which one actually says it's better. This is for anybody else? Technically. There's Machinist there. And whatever the... Is there an upgrade to Machinist then? We can do this. Necrologos of Sallow Wizards. A criminal has been executed for solid accusation of heresy, but I fear he may have sown seeds of discipleship. Miscreant was granted a moment of quiet repentance ere the cold seals cut, which he used to draw a copy of the Necrologos from the folds of his robes. Alas, he had already ripped out scores of pages, scattering them to the winds, and cackling about his followers before I ordered his lunacy brought to an end. You must retrieve those pages so no others might succumb to the void's taint. Report to the Kurthus Western Highlands. Okay, also we can't go to the Kurthus Western Highlands yet, so... We should probably unlock places and things before we actually start trying to do these. It's available, though. It's available. Okay. Let's head to the pillars. They got some other stuff up there. Okay. We also need to get to the Kurthus Western Highlands for the next bit of the Bard questline. We have multiple reasons to go places. Likely also going to require some main story completion. We'll continue as we can. We got, looks like, at least 2 more unlocking quests here. A dark spectacle, and what's your sign? Alright. And question marks for whatever this is. Not even telling us what the quest name is. Unless the quest name is 3 question marks. Possible. Could happen. Okay. A dark spectacle. We are a black mage, so... I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Supreme Sacred Tribute of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. This citizen has something for us. After witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. What are you talking about? So you didn't see that trial earlier? Ah, your loss. Fury take me, the way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. You couldn't have carried a shield if you wanted to, the blade was so big. You had to keep 2 hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with the Temple Knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the 7th hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. Well, you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Press the man for details. Yes. Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, fine, but keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. Say it. Our end. Get Dark Knight stuff. Starts at level 30, apparently. Interesting that the ones out here, they start at level 30. We got some just random level 50 starting classes previously. People of Ishgard are in high spirits, for another heretic has answered for his crimes. Just a big old sword. I'm up here for a big old sword. Sounds a great time. So as I was saying, the heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no signs of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, it began to soak through his armor, spraying into every ilm of his body. When it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, it was something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed. Halone be praised. I screamed myself hoarse when that Temple Knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. Good riddance, I say. I was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those... Well, it matters not. Heard the Temple Knights talking of dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise, he'll be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It'll be as though he never was, and as though we never had this conversation. Search. Temple Knights in the broom. Sure, we could actually make a teleport over there. To the broom. That'll work. Hey, can I have this heretic's everything? Making great choices here. Really ingratiating ourselves to the populace. It's like, hey, can I be a heretical Black Knight? I'll do it. It's like, no. My goodness. What's up there? Not really the broom then, is it? There he is. What's this? Temperament. How's it going? At the body. That's more than far enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhaps sooner rather than later. Come on. Yeah? You want this taken care of? I got this. Messing with things we shouldn't. Eh. Yeah, I can... Is that the soul stone right there? There it is. Uh-oh. Is this it? Is this all that awaits? No, no more. Enough. Open your eyes. Look, do you see now? Do you see? Arctic? Arctic? Oh boy. Just took out some of my life force. You're alive again? Wild. Wild stuff out here. Hey. How's it going? I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You alright? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way. And no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a Temple Knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. It was not great. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone, anyone! It's me, I'm anyone. No, stop. Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you, before you get carried away. There's a darkness within us all, nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. Where the crystal changes you, gives you the power to channel it. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. So go ahead, ask me to teach you, ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Yes. Let's go for it. Why not? We might want to get out of Ishgard first, though. I'm sure they're not actually going to be searching the room for him, but should probably still get out of here. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We are free to follow our hearts. To defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. Law of the land, the authority of a name. These are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no need of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade, my soul crystal your crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Quest complete. Soul of the Dark Knight. What serves this multi-aspected crystal are carved myriad deeds of Dark Knights from eras past. Very Dark Knight. Steel Claymore, Steel Cuirass, padded velveteen trousers. We probably have very similar things already in terms of these two items. New weapon though. Always fun. Quest complete. We got extra bits that are also going to just fill that out. In terms of do some armor equipment. Are you afraid of the dark? One. Let's get it. Probably grab out some of the lower level bows here. I don't think we need any of these low level bows, like, at all. That'll give us some more space. For more weapons. 5, 37, 40, 46, low level. Crab bow. Got materia in it. Try to make sure we don't get rid of anything with materia in it. That'd be unfortunate. Thermometer staff, 15. All these things down here. Black mage. Level 35. Level 28. Yeah, that's a good enough start. We have plenty more things down here. Conjurer, white mage. These we don't have the stuff for. So carbide, here's our claymore. Okay. Equip the claymore. Recommend the gear. All these. Did I put this on? Toadskin jacket and Manor Gaskin. So yeah, the new armors that they gave us are just completely useless. Let's gear set list this. So it's Black Mage. Dark Knight. New gear set. Dark Knight. Perfect. Okay. Doing the jacket. 5, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. We have an extra one of these. Doesn't have the symbol on it. I guess this is just an extra one. Yeah, we don't need 2 toadskin jackets, that's for sure. They also gave us some new pants that we don't need. 15 trousers. They're just straight up worse. 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 6, 5. Yeah. Gotta keep on top of all these. My goodness. Does it recommend anything else? Different ring. 353, 334. Similar. Okay. Just sell and or just get rid of a lot of those. Dark Knight Blood Gauge unlocked. Symbol indicates the defensive stance Grit is in effect, which increases enmity. You view job gauge description at any time, actions and traits menu. Okay. Let's move that. It just says whether or not we're in defensive stance. Unnecessary. HUD layout. Blood gauge. Down here. Dark side gauge, duty gauge, list. Okay. And now, all these abilities to move again. Play guide, teleport, turn, or sprint. Let's get mount, dismount. Look at our abilities here. So many different abilities. Main part for just damage, that's a buff kind of thing. Grit, thing includes enemy duration, that ends on reuse. That is switching up modes. Interrupts the use of a target's action. Reduces damage dealt by nearby enemies by 10%. 10 seconds. Kind of similar to the Rampart kind of thing. Soul Eater. Attack with potency of 100. Combat action Siphon Strike. Restore HP. Fascinating. Very good. This comes with Siphon Strike. Here's Siphon Strike. 7 strike. There's attack with potency 100. Combo action hard slash. Combo bonus restores MP. Okay. Hard slash. Attack with potency 150. I think it goes hard slash into Siphon Strike into Soul Eater. Like that. Unleash deals unestimated damage potency of 120 to all nearby enemies. AoE attack. Low blow for a stun. Unestimated potency of 150. One there. Provoke. Just a threat, place yourself at the top of enemy's list while gaining additional enmity. It's another tank kind of thing. Where's this on the list here, anyways? Lost jobs. Dark Knight is tank kind of guy. Alright. I don't know about tanking and healing. I don't know about all that. Provoke. Quit to turn on. Why would you want to not have that on? It's more enmity as a tank. I wonder if it has an actually has a non-tank. Doesn't matter right now. If he's ready to teach you, you need only ask. It's Guardian Justice. We got a new ability here. Well, don't you like the part? Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right. We really do not look the part. There's some guy with a sword. We need to get better higher level stuff to really look the part here. Now, bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. That is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands many. Say a man, a venerable, untouchable man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the Hoplon, secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer? Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our indecision. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear, and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? Think of that while we look into the commotion down below. Commotion down below, you say? There was somebody screaming for help earlier. Should I go do that? What seems to be the trouble? Lowborn crone here. There's Fran. Hey, how's it going? Not good, probably, down here. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see her standing there, and I know that's no excuse. Should have been more careful. My granddaughter, she started yelling at the temple knight, and I tried to stop her, I did. But then he said she had to come with him, and if I could just tell him how sorry I am, maybe he would. He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the little bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after. No, there has to be another way. Hit him with a sword. That's the solution. Ish Guardian Justice. They might spare the girl, you know. Leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Sounds good to me. I knew you would. Everything is going to be alright, madame. When I'm through with those knights, they'll not dare trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you. We're just out here. Causing a ruckus. Appropriately, though. Alright, where are they at? I'm gonna hit with a sword. Soon they didn't just drag her into an alley. They've taken her to either the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emmerich wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well... So that leaves the tribunal. If the girl is still alive, imagine they'll make all manner of threats, come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her, we're here for you. Once they understand she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. My goodness. You have learned all Dark Knight actions in traits level 30. Detailed description will be in the actions and traits window. Access under character in the main menu. Yep, did that when we got the previous quest, but okay. Where is this gonna be at? Just up here? Alright. Let's go this way. Up to the pillars. Okay. We're just out here, solving problems. Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it, and dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. Now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap into your dark side to survive. It's not like drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul, makes for a potent fuel. But be warned, burn too much too quickly, and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Arctic. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah yes, I should have known you'd do that. Right then, let's find the girl. Okay. Said at the tribunal, search for the Temple Knights. Over this way. I'm gonna hit you with a sword. Pernicious Temple Knight. Frightened maid. How's it going? Who are you? Another highborn horse? Duty calls. Must battle for Ishgardian justice. Level sync to level 34, level 30. Good enough. Good enough. Damn it, girl, you're only making it worse for yourself. The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong. Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had a guild for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you. Hey there. What the? Are you threatening a temple knight? Yes. Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Enough of this. With me, girl, now. One more word of protest, and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three, seize this imbecile. Alright. Yeah. Bring everyone, he's gone mad! Fall back, run away! Reinforcements, eh? Looks like we'll have to even the odds. Search your soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver, yes. Let's get some darkness. Let's do it. Seems like a great idea. Do you see, Arctic? The flames beckon. Immerse yourself in the flames and ignite the darkness within. Darkness. Just so, as it burns hotter, so too does your strength swell. Don't dive too deep, lest the flames consume you. Oh, the flames are consuming me. We're drunk. Too deep. Too greedily. Alright. Hey, manifest is a new flame of darkness. Heal yourself. Ready to go. There's more flames of darkness around here. Oh, that's really necessary. Sure. Flame of darkness. Darkness swells within us. Darkness swells within us. Too much darkness. Magic vulnerability. Threatens to swallow our very being. Where are we going? I see the frightened maid. Darkness. We need to get higher darkness. 62. Is blocked off? It's blocked off. Up this way then. There's some more guys. Enemy attack. Enemy attack. Darkness. More darkness. Darkness threatens to swallow your very being. That's some more darkness. Okay. We got some here. I need to kill it. Yes, it's my way. Map. More guys are coming in. Alright. The other needs to go. Yeah, that's the new darkness. Run around, grabbing all the darkness. Rats. Ow. Heal ourselves. It's kind of dying here. Some darkness. Darkness up. Okay. That's more darkness over there. Maybe Bear Steel. I'm gonna kill him, but I'm going to kill his wife, his friends, and burn his house down. And that's what I need to get all the darkness. Aiding. Thank you. Those of you who yet live, remember this horror, and know that should you speak of it, it shall be visited upon you again 100-fold. Wild. Yeah. They're just not gonna worry about all those guys. Do we kill them? Do we just defeat them? Good questions. I don't know what to say, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something and... That's alright. What? No one screamed your name. My grandmother called out, just the once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. Suppose I ought to say that I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not. Those nights had it coming. Lord, I bless you for what you did. No problem. There you go. Feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe, but a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal, a power nestled within you, yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. You've done well, far better than I could have hoped. In fact, there is still so much more to learn, so much further to go. I won't lie to you, Artek. The risks will only increase, so if you want to keep going, you have to trust in me. Can you do that? Sure. Good, that's a promise. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while, give it an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. But don't worry, we'll meet again, when the time is right. I'll be waiting where we first met. And we get Flood of Darkness. Costs mana. Deals unexpected damage, opponents deal 100 to all enemies in a straight line before you. Additional effect grants Dark Side, increasing damage by 10%, duration 30 seconds. Extends Dark Side duration by 30 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds. Shares a recast timer with Edge of Darkness. Sounds good. Next item available from Legion level 35. And it's in the journal. Okay. That's something. You learn to control the darkness within. Amazing. Dark Side gauge unlocked. Here it is. This timer indicates the duration of Dark Side, which increases damage dealt using Flood of Darkness or Edge of Darkness, acquired at level 40. Grants Dark Side. Blood gauge, still doing the blood gauge. Okay. Got two gauges. One that's either off or on, and one that is a timer. Counting down. Alright. Amazing. Okay. And there's just one more here. What's your sign? Since we're here. Combo these here. Requires level 50, but we're probably just take that now. We got level 50 and something. If we need to switch and then switch again, that's also fine, I guess. That's alright. Head over this way. Into here. Genocon. Greetings and welcome to the Athenium Astrologicum. Perhaps you were drawn by fate to this practice of learning. Perhaps you wish to know more of fate itself. More about fate? Sure. Then you were wise to come hither, for in the stars are written the fates of every woman and man on Hydaelyn. It was there in the stars that I read a man would call upon the Athenium this very day. A man who would play an important role in mine own life. Ah, but my apologies. Ever the more skilled reader cannot scry a name from the heavens. Would you be so kind as to give me yours, so that I might know who it is to be my newest protege? Give Picard your name and become his protege? Yep. Artek. Well, I was not expecting that. But what is the name but an attempt by our begetters to wield power over the lives of their sons and daughters? Lives whose paths have already been foretold. In a sense, that is. My name is Chenoknon de Dunder, and I am an astrologian for the Holy See. Remember that name, or it shall echo forevermore in the annals of Ishgardian history. Well, it will once I put it there. Once we put it in there. Stairway to the Heavens. Soul of the Astrologian. And a star globe, and some more basic armor. You don't get the fancy class armor until like 40, 45, 50. Well, that's alright. He simply cannot take his eyes off of us. Fantastic. Now, where to begin? Suppose I could consult my divining deck for an answer. That'd be too easy now, wouldn't it? Very well, at the beginning it is. Astrology, or the reading of the stars, is a branch of etherological science, which originated in distant Charlian. There have been astrologians in Ishgard for thousands of years, but it wasn't until 3 centuries ago when Adonel the Younger learned that the movement of the stars could also be used to foresee the movements of the Dravanian horde that the field became popular. Since then, what was once a single science has bifurcated into 2 similar yet ultimately different schools of learning: the Charlian school of astrology and the Ishgardian school. The former placing a focus on tapping celestial ether and transforming it into beneficial magics, or astromancy. The latter specializing solely in determining the actions of our dragon enemies to the north. I'm a student of the former, the only student of the former here in Ishgard, and have been actively seeking a partner with whom to conduct my research. Let's just say that my fellow astrologians here have been less than approving of my path. Well, that is simply because they are afraid of what they do not know. Once they do know of how Charlian astrology can benefit the sea and its soldiers, they'll feel foolish for ever having doubted me, not us. You will be joining me, will you not? Walking the path that has been laid out before you, instead of stubbornly denying your fate, postponing the inevitable. Who asked accepted? I see you wasted no time making your decision. Like I always say, the stars are never wrong. Alas, even a lifetime of study and training cannot unlock all the secrets written in those stars. Myself, I've been a student of the astromantic arts for more summers I can count, and so often misread the signs shown to me in the skies. Though my readings are far more accurate now than they were when I attended the Athenaeum in Charlian. Not the Charlian, mind you, the colony that once thrived in the Dravanian hinterlands. I can recall my time there like it was but yesterday. The first 6 moons, I was not even allowed to touch the deck of the 60, yet alone conduct a reading with the major arcana. Most of my time was spent in the scriptorium, transcribing old tomes on astrological fundamentals, such as the 6 elemental houses, divine duplicity, class triplicy, house modality and polarity, divinity versus detriment. I abhorred the task and would tirelessly pester my instructors as to when I might actually be granted the opportunity to weave a spell or perform a reading. It wasn't until the end of the 6th moon that I realized all that transcribing had prepared me with the essentials I would need to do those very things. The positions of the celestial bodies within the 6 elemental houses and their relation to the major and minor arcana of the deck of 60, therein lie the secrets to tapping the ethereal power locked in the heavens. And soon you too will become privy to these secrets. But not this day, no. I would not have you transcribe musty old tomes like I was once forced to. No, the task I have for you is much more interesting. You see, I'm expecting the arrival of a very important guest. My old mentor from the studium has agreed to make the journey from the old world to Ishgard and speak with the Holy See regarding the implementation of Charlian astrological techniques in city-state defense. Alas, the professor and his party are now fully 7 days late in arriving, and I begin to worry for their safety. I should be much obliged, therefore, if you would inquire of the other astrologians here at the Athenaeum, if they have heard aught. Have you heard aught? Why would Lord Genoquinard think I had information on the whereabouts of a handful of unbelievers from across the blood-brine sea? I'm an astrologian, not a fortune teller. Cannot simply look to the stars and scribe the location of the Viscount's guests. Unless his guests are dragons, that is. So if anyone knew aught, it would be the observatorium. We here at the Athenaeum are but students dedicated to research. Those with any influence in our field are assigned to the astroscope. Let me guess. The good Lord Genoquinard said he saw you in a vision, that the stars told him that you were to study Charlian astrology with him. Am I close? Must be 100th of his little pets to pester me this week alone. I harbor no ill will towards ignorant unbelievers unlucky enough to find themselves caught up in talk of stars and fortunes. But you may tell that sorry excuse of an astrologian for the umpteenth time that I have heard naught concerning his imaginary friends from far away, Charlian. Just do not tell the Viscount I called him a sorry excuse for an astrologian, right? Yeah, probably don't mess with that. What else saying? Genoquinard is still waiting for word on his missing Charlians, instead of actually making an effort to find them, is he? Of course he is. Is it any wonder that in the nearly 15 years since his return from Charlian, his skill in astromancy has remained unchanged? Any wonder that he has never yet managed to convince a single peer of the value of Charlian school? He is a privileged little sprat who spends more time gazing at the stars in young maiden's eyes than actually trying to read the ones above his head. Alright. Tell the poor man I just returned from the observatorium, and one night at the communal feasting hall happened to overhear Chief Astrologian Follemont speaking with one of his aides regarding Charlian. He was visibly upset, and I wasn't about to risk my career over something I care little about, so I really put my head down and ate my beet soup. That's all I know. You'd not hear it from me. I heard something from somebody. Master, for the moment. And I thought this day could not get any worse. Oh, no. I'm not suggesting that meeting you in any way has been unfortunate. It is just it may not be in our best interest to be seen together as of yet. There are certain people in the sea who do not approve of my studies. Couple that with the fact that you are an outsider and an unbeliever, and, well, people may come to the wrong conclusions. Also, I just killed a bunch of guys just outside, so. We must act with caution until we can prove that our intentions are just and for the good of all Ishgard. So I must ask you to travel to the observatorium alone and meet me there. Okay. I still do not have a teleporter there. That's fine. The observatorium. And its fantastic name. Alright. Alright. We can also avoid and fight possibly slightly higher level enemies. Our current level 30 set here. We're just flying over. Everything's fine. Okay. Yep. Right down here. Is he gonna be above? He's gonna be below. Where's he gonna be actually at here? Higher? It's in the tower. First, so observatory of ethereal and astrological phenomena. Here we are. Arctic. Allow me to apologize again for not accompanying you here. As for our business with the chief astrologian, you may leave the talking to me. Jebnard. I might have known it would be you. Who else would be so indecent as to drag an outsider into this holy place of observation? You have always had an unhealthy obsession with the foreign. It is why you are as worthless to the Athenium now as you were when you returned from that heathen city a decade and a half since. But the stars, they can serve us in other ways than merely revealing when the horde will attack. The powers can be tapped. The ether within can be used for... The ether should be left be. Has history taught you naught about the folly of the Nemeans, the Amdapori, the Mashi? Mine uncle, the Charlians have been wielding astromancy for ages without disrupting ethereal balance. This power, combined with Ishgardian astrology, could be what is needed to turn the tide of this 1,000-year conflict. Moreover, I have reason to believe that our masters at the vault agree, as they have given me their blessing to continue my research. I did not come to trade barbs with you, Nuncle. Let us save that from another time. I'm here because it has come to my attention that you may have information as to the whereabouts of Professor Mace and his party from Charlian. For someone who says he is not here to trade barbs, you have been quite generous in your dealing of them today. If it means you will leave and allow me to return to my work, I'd be more than happy to let you know what information found its way to my desk just yesterday morning. Serpent Reaver sightings and foul weather prevented the professor's ship from entering the Strait of Murlthor, where they would have made their way up the Maiden into Kurthus. After detouring around the south of Valbrand, they finally disembarked at Vesper Bay, where they took the land route along the Royal Elegance Sunway to the Black Shroud. As there it seems they lost their way, a lost astrologian. It is as my morning reading predicted. Dalmud was in judgment in the House of Spire while ascending over the ecliptic. Arctic, you must journey to the Black Shroud and assist Professor Mace. I'm going to introduce you to Quimperane. He is my personal manservant and shall accompany you. He's not one for conversation, but his sword arm is amongst the best in all the pillars. He should see you safely if any danger were to befall you. Something tells me danger lurks on the horizon. We should maybe get a stronger set of equipment on then. It's a pleasure to serve you, my lord. Shall make haste to Quarry Mill and await you there. Floaty sword. Okay. I doubt it's gonna be a problem, but better safe than sorry. To Quarry Mill. They are wildly off track. Okay. We can also get the experience for finishing this quest put into Black Mage. For whatever that's worth. It's worth a few tens of thousands of XP, I suppose. That's alright. He's right here. Okay. My lord, questioned the residents of this hamlet, learned that a party of queerly dressed outsiders passed through not but a bell ago. It should not prove overly difficult to find them now, but before we begin, might I ask a moment of your time? I would not dare utter aught ill of my master, but his recent fixation with finding a protege, I believe it ill-considered. This passion, however pure, has left him with more than one enemy within the astrological community. Lord Fromont has seen to this. I fear not only for how his name might be sullied, but for his life. I beg of you, pray do not drag him any further down into this quagmire. Let him quietly dabble in his dream, let it remain at that, a dream. No good will come of encouraging him. It will only hurt the Viscount and his family. You must remember that while I serve Lord Jacquinard, it is his uncle, the Count, who employs me. Now as for the task at hand, since we find the wayward travelers and hurry back to our respective hearths. I shall lead. When I ask you to take the rear and see that none might take us unawares. Okay. Snake bolt. Right over here. Where are we standing? Where are we going? Here's some guys. There's a whole mess of mess. I leave you alone for 5 seconds. Hey, how's it going? Grandfather. Grandfather? Oh boy. These are the Charlians we seek. It appears they have found themselves some trouble. On hand, my grandfather. Ah, feisty. We'll fetch a fine price for that one from the barge captains. The soul crystal. It's him. The soul has spoken. Chuck it at my face. I'll catch it. Don't worry. Grab the old man. His wizard types carry on them all manner of Beckman baubles and golden trinkets. Up, or I'll toss you to the snakes. You want to see this old man again? Leave us the girl. Try anything and he's dead. Wait. There's nothing we could have done against 4 bandits. Obviously. Shiny. Grandfather's soul crystal. Why would he leave it here? Certainly any power he might have had to free himself from those bandits. Unless You were the one he saw in his reading before we left the old world. But that was more than a moon ago. My grandfather scribed from the cards. They would serve as the bridge for countless souls to be passed to another. Might you be that other? These men of the forest are careless. Tracking them will be no difficult feat. Shall follow and strike before they have time to regroup in numbers. Wait. Nope. The stars have spoken and laid their path not before you, but before the adventurer here. We get a lot of these. I could go get even more of these too. You must take the soul of the astrologian and place it near your heart. Listen to the tales of those who walked before you and know their journeys as you do your own. As for the tools you require and the knowledge needed to wield them, I, Levava, shall see to those matters. You saw there was no fear in my grandfather's eyes when the bandits took him. This is because he has seen you come to his rescue. Our lives were written in the stars long before we trod upon this land. It is not by chance that you stand here today with the soul of the astrologian in your hand. It is fate. Okay. Surge to the heavens. Soul. Thing. Peace. That. Quest complete. Wild. Astrologian unlocked. Starstruck 1. Alright. And then let's just see if we use any of the gear they just gave us. They give us Velveteen. Star Globe. Vitality, Mind, Determination, Piety. That. Recommended gear. With that. Yeah, aesthetics and Velveteen trousers at least. Don't need the Velveteen top here. This one even gave us. Yep. Don't want that. And the pants are. Yeah, but do we need another one? Do we already have one, perhaps? Gear set list. Gear set. Astrologian. Registered. We have up to 100. That seems excessive. That's fine. Alright. Any other duplicate of these pants? Looks like we're still okay. Okay. Arcane Gauge unlocked. Using the actions Astral Draw or Umbral Draw, will replace play 1, play 2, and play 3 with their respective Arcanium, which will be represented in the Arcana gauge. You can view the job gauge description anytime actions in the trades menu. So this is here. Layout. Arcana gauge down this way. It's fine. It's gone. Where did it go? Move things off up here. Get the chocobo. Dismount. Get all these. Restore MP. Restores target's HP. Cure potency. It's a heal. Next spell immediately. Restores target's HP. So balance the arrow on the spire from the divine index. Restores 20 with maximum MP on it. Play 1 chance to balance party, 3 arrow to play 3 chances with spire, and the astral draw is umbral draw, chances this turn with umbral draw. Play 1, use the draw cannon the castle astral draw umbral draw. Other side, action same the balance the spear. Play 2, play 3, with the spire, the ewer. Deals also damage, that can deal 150. Restores the target's HP. Damage over time. Reduces cast time for spells. Just try with sleep. Restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members. Removes the single detrimental effect from the target. Resurrects the target to a weakened state. Wild. This is a healer. I can kind of figure that out from all of the healing stuff. We got things to do damage, things to heal, things to do stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay. And what do we have? Just the Star Globe. The Star Globe, and it's just stored in a card slot sleeve or something. Look at this crazy thing. It's a bunch of cards and stuff. Wild. Fortune favors the bowl. La Viva waits patiently for you to pull yourself together and equip her grandfather's soul crystal. Yeah. Now listen carefully, for we haven't much time. The Star Globe which you hold is both your sword and shield, grant you strength as well as protection. Most importantly of all, it will grant you insight into the current location of the stars. You will channel the heavens ether into your body for use in all manner of magics. The better attuned you become with the heavens and their malefic and benefic bodies, the better the ether might be manipulated to bring succor or pain. But as you already know, the Star Globe is not the only tool an astromancer has at his disposal. Yes, the Arcana, or specifically the 6 major Arcana, play a defining role in what type of astrologian you will become. Any layman will tell you that the cards can predict a man's future. It's both true and untrue. It's not the future that a card predicts, but the card influencing the man, so a certain future becomes more attainable. Seeking to tell a man's fortune, you draw a card from your deck. On reading the card, you scry the man will be victorious in a coming battle. What is it that brings this man his victory but ether tapped from one of the lower 6 heavens, granting the man strength, making it all that much easier for him to overcome his enemy. Of course, what card is drawn is linked directly to the target's destiny as well as yours. Are you the one who will see this man to fortune, or you'll lead him to downfall? All depends on your reading. Normally I would not dare cover so much in the first lesson, but it is my grandfather who has placed his life in your hands. And I'm not about to watch him have his throat slit, because you cannot tell the face of an Arcana from its back. We have 2 seemingly capable soldiers here to take the brunt of the bandits' blows. Allow them to carve a trail of carnage while you convince the stars to nudge the 2 in the direction favorable to my kin. I understand that this must be a lot to digest, but if you ever become a capable astrologian, you must believe in the path laid out before you, and in your power to read it, follow it, and ultimately control it. This takes some time to acclimate yourself to the new abilities, and let me know when you are ready to begin. Learn all astrology actions and traits up to 30, detailed predictions in the trait menu, at all times. Yeah. Balance Arrow and Spire. Plays something, does something. Arrow the Spire, you are. These are the heals. Oh boy. We do damage to. We got lots of things for this one. How often are we drawing cards? I'm not sure. We have to use the cards. These are the heals. Oh boy. I see in your eyes that you are ready. Whether that actually makes you ready or not, only time will tell. Time, unfortunately, is something we no longer have in abundance. Let's take the shadows and find out where these bandits are holding my grandfather, and the stars be our guide. Proceed. I just see exactly how all these instances and stuff function when you are essentially the healer. Not that those bandits stand in the way of locating my grandfather. Magical Blast. Get some cards. The card thing is gone. I don't know what happened to the card thing. Do something with the card. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Heal our friends. Heal everybody! Whee! something. This is a card from a Ground Throw's deck. He's leaving us a trail to follow. Aha, that's what it is. I think the power is now your own. Okay. The Balance. We have another card. I'm really concerned about where the thing is at. There's 6 major arcana. Let's find the other cards. Okay. Let's see the system. Hub layout. Arcana gauge. Save. Yep, maybe we don't have that yet. I don't know. Continuing. Good enough. Guys! Go in front? No? Ah, yes. Destroy his target's HP. Do some damage over time. Do some damage. Healing. And you. Some more. Let's see, 700. Let's see, 300 for this one. Magical Blast. And heal up. Heal you. Yeah. Here's something. The Arrow. Rude. Can't move and fire here. That's fine. Heal myself. Intervene around. Come on. Let's see. 450. These. Draw some cards. Yeah. I take these. Nice. The Arrow. Sure. Star isn't doing with the arrow. Perfect. Increase the damage to my party member's self. This is tries to piece of healer 3% of all rolls. Use damage taking my party member. Grants healing over time affect party member self. As I mentioned. Boop. More damage for everyone. Or something. Damage taken. Let's do that. Heal over time. Rude. We'll launch out all the buffs. Grab some new cards. Still. Time. Barrier. Just get random cards here, kind of. Fascinating. That. We have a time limit on saving him. Oh my goodness. Thaumaturges. Let's get this one. There's the bowl. Sure. Universe damage over time to chew on. I'm gonna heal you. Everybody nearby. Healing. More healing. Healing should probably be towards the upper part. Get damage with the time going. Going. That. Let's go. Okay. Heal myself. Pick up the cows. Healing for everybody. Good. Grab another card. There's indignity with the spire. Yes. Another card here. The spear. There's the last bits of this, I guess. To the spear. Draw some cards. Damage to the party member. Some damage here, to some others. Reduce damage taken. Grant healing over time. Alright. Heals for everybody. Heals for you. Every time for you. If we can heal, and we don't have any more healing to do, we can do some damage. Some being definitely eat. Only a little bit. Boys, that is bad as more than she appears. Heals. Dying. Have a bigger heal. Potency 700. What happened? How about heal you? Heal you? Get rid of this marionette. And the bandit leader. Duty complete. Magical. I was not told there would be 2 astrologians. Enough of this. She didn't sign up for that. Totally did, but damn. Ta-da! Our first healing. I am Quimperane, in the employ of Lord Jacquinard. I am sent to escort you back to Ishgard. Are you unhurt, my lord? Jacquinard, you say? Where is my former student? His constant pestering is one of the reasons I agreed to make the long trip from the old world. I see none but Quimperane and this adventurer. I too have seen no other. That's because he's not here. Just like you didn't see those bandits until their knives were up our arses. But this is of no matter. It's all as the stars have foretold. Yes, I saw this adventurer long before even setting foot on this accursed continent, when the Arcana whispered and told me I would find a worthy successor for my soul crystal. And having witnessed how he eased into his new role, but mere moments after taking up the crystal globe and deck. Yes, I knew at once my reading was true, that this adventurer was the astrologian I have been seeking. But now let us see if he has the potential for greatness within him. I do my best. I do my best. Look to the skies, Arctic, and there you will see 6 stars aglow in pale yellow. This is the bowl. This constellation is thought to be the gate to the first heaven, the heaven which holds the world tree, planted by the matron and nurtured by the keeper. The world tree is the source from which all life is said to have sprung. The trunk of the world tree, or the bowl, grants strength to the weak, allowing them to stand firm in the face of adversity. You have now opened that gate, and its power is yours to command. A solid bowl represents a solid foundation. It's not coincidence that this very constellation is risen to mid-heaven at this very moment. The moment of a new astrologian's birth. And to think, saw all of this a moon ago. Seems I am a better reader of fates than I thought. Haha. But I jest. It has been a long journey with more than its share of unexpected excitement. I'm an old man, and one does not need a deck of arcana to see that my weary legs will not carry me much longer. Let's make haste to Ishgard, so I may give that ungrateful Ishgard a proper upbraiding. Alright. The things we get up to. Bull blazes in the welkin, unlocking something. Return to Ishgard. Let's get out of here. Be interesting to see how well healers do in soloing things situations. You can heal yourself a bit. They're also not amazingly damage capable. Depends how it all works. Okay. Pillars. Over here. Interesting stuff. So we got a ranged DPS, a tank, a healer. Let's have a whole bunch of people just new classes doing stuff. Wild stuff. Chuknard, 15 summers passed, and still the flippant clod I lost half of my hair tutoring. Sending an adventurer to find the man you summoned halfway across Hadelin. Always taking the easy route, and you wonder why you still haven't been able to open the second heaven's gate. Allow me to explain, Professor. You see, I was waiting here in case you made it to Ishgard before my manservant and Arctic could locate you. Thinking of the confusion, had you arrived here only to find the Athenium empty. Wait, how'd you know I haven't opened all the gates? Well, it's obvious. My grandfather is the greatest astrologian in all of Charlian. There's naught he doesn't know, unless he doesn't wish to know it. You of all people should know that. Perhaps I was hasty in my decision to remain here and see to your training. Train me? You? What of Professor Mace? Isn't that why he made the journey? My grandfather has already completed his task. He simply came to Ishgard out of courtesy of an old pupil, one who appears he wasted years on. Yeah. Wasted? Well, what do you imply, my lady? Ah, my dear Laviva. You still do not see it, do you? Without Jacquard stumbling into my tutelage nearly 2 decades past, he never would have taken this adventurer under his wing and sent him to us in his stead. It was all as the stars had planned. Your soul crystal. Professor, this adventure has stolen your soul of the astrologian. Ah, ha, ha. Ever the unobservant, Jenny. If this adventure had stolen my crystal, Lefebvre would have read up some terrible fate for the lad. No, Arctic is my successor. Something I mistakenly thought you might be, but even I cannot see every future, it seems. But do not despair. I've not given up on you completely. Despite your failings, you have tried your best to promote the Charlian School of Astrology here in this den of fools, who fail to see aught and all beyond the Dragon Star. I wish to see you continue that fight, and that is why I bade Lefebvre to remain here and further your and this adventurer's training. Alright. I see. It's all rather overwhelming. Might I have some time to consider your words? No. No. You either continue your training with me and your protege, or you crawl back to obscurity. I should give you both several turns of the sun to study the basics of Charlian astrology. Should not be so hard for you, Jacquard, considering you've had a substantial head start. Once you've committed the basics to memory, then return here. In the meantime, I'll be traveling in Eorzea, searching for locations where Arctic and you will unlock the remaining Heaven's Gates. But you're only recently set upon by bandits. Perhaps traveling alone so soon is unwise. Don't you think I know that? That is why you'll be lending me the services of your able manservant, Quimperian. I will, yes, of course, Lady Lefebvre. Anything for the granddaughter of Charlian's finest professor of astrology. Quimperian, you heard the lady. Yep. Very good. Shall see my grandfather's the airship landing now. Rest assured that if you neglect your studies, I will know. Yep. And with all the things that we have going on, there's likely to be a significant amount of neglecting of studies. We should... This solution quest will be level 35. Yep. Alright. So that is all the available unlocking things quests. So now, it's time for the not unlocking things quests. Regular quests with regular things. Bring the experience into Black Mage, because why not? Still slightly behind Bard. Getting more things unlocked here, though. We can definitely grab more from other places. Some of those are going to start at level 1, though. That's alright. Just keep on collecting more of these souls. Soul gems. Bard, Red Mage, Blue Mage, Samurai, Astrologian, Dark Knight, Machinist, Black Mage. Don't even get the soul gem for the lower level things until they level up, I don't think. Anyways, that is how it's going. Regular quests next time. Goodbye.